Hey, welcome back to Grandpa KC, where your grandpa is always talking about tech. Hey, listen, today I've got to talk to you about two new webcams that I have gotten my hands on, and I want to do some tests on them. And we're going to compare the two. They're both price point around $50, so let's check them out and see what we got. So we're going to be comparing the Airhug 13 versus the Amcrest 5 megapixel webcam. Both of them are a price point around $49. Both of them have unique features, but both have the same amount of megapixels and frames per second. Both are using USB 2.0 and have cords around 6 feet. Both of them have dual mics. So we're going to compare the two, and let's look into it. And forget, once you've watched this video, give me a comment, give me a like, give me a share. Let me know which of these have you tried and which webcam are you using and which do you find better. So let's get into that. Now, these cameras are very similar, but very the same. The Airhug 13 comes in two basic versions. One is with a fill light, and one is without. The $49 version has one. Mine happened to come with a tripod, and I'm hoping that they're continuing to offer that. And you can control the lighting so that the fill light, you can adjust your shadows to get better lighting. The other thing also, which makes this camera unique versus the Amcrest, is that you can actually physically turn the actual camera while it's on the mount 90 degrees, which is great because if you want to make a form of video like a short, but you want to use a regular camera, you'll be able to do that with this camera, going from landscape to portrait mode very, very easily. Now, like the Airhug 13, they both are low light. They both hook up to USB 2.0. They both have cords over 6 feet. They both are USB-A to USB-C on the back of the camera. The Amcrest is not available with a fill light. So that is one feature that this does not have. The other thing is they both have privacy filters in one way or another. And we'll do as we do our testing, you'll be able to see the light quality and the color correction that's built into it. Both of them are autofocus, and both of them connect to a tripod easily with the mount on the bottom. Now, unlike the Airhug, it is a fixed mount autofocus unit. All right, it works in all of the different platforms such as OBS, Zoom, and such like that. Works on a Mac, works on that. But the difference in this one, of course, it is a fixed unit. And that means that unlike the Airhug 13, you're not able to click it and actually rotate it 90 degrees where you'll be able to use it in short format. It's a little bit different. Still a good camera. Let's take a look at the quality of this camera. Now, right now, I want you to notice that I'm using my microphone, a Yeti microphone. We're not testing the microphones on that. But right now, I'm using the Airhug 13. And again, it has a fill light built into it. Let me reach over and click it on so you can see if I can get it to work. And you can see you may see a little bit of difference. Now, as for low light quality, I'm going to turn off some of the lighting in here so you can see. Alexa, turn the fan off.
Okay.
So now, we are now dealing with just basic lighting in the room from the sun. And it's doing a great job, I think, from my point of view. One of the things, again, I like about the Airhug 13 particularly, of course, it is that number one, it has a low light capability. Number two, you can buy it with a built-in fill light with two tones and multiple brightnesses. The other thing, of course, that I like about it is that it knows what it is. And we'll talk about that at the very end. So let's go on to the other camera. Now, this is your head-to-head comparison. Now, one of the things I like about both of these is they both play well. And what I mean by play well, one of the problems with some of the early webcams is that they all said live webcam or something like this. And what would happen is when you try to plug in multiple webcams, you notice that one would turn on and one turn on because the software couldn't distinguish which one of them was working. But they both are playing very well. In fact, this is playing well. Not only that, but my Osbot 4K, which is really, really nice. You know, comparatively speaking, they're both doing a great job. Now, let's see. This one here is the Airhug, as you can see. You can see behind me the colors, the sign, the red, very, very deep. The color of my shirt is blue. My facial covers are correct, you know, and it's doing a great job. Follow? This is the Airhug, doing a great job in color correction, and focus, unlike that. When we look over here at the Amcrest, I'm a little more washed out. All right. Now, I'm just going to try turning it a little bit, just to see if this will, where the lighting will affect it. So it might be better. It might be able to color correct it a little bit inside of the software. But when you do a comparison right now, and clarity and color correction and all of that, they're both, the Airhug 13 is doing a much better job. Let me turn off, Alexa, turn off the fan light.
Okay.
And as you can see now, the Aircrest, all right, is a little more sensitive to darker situations, where the Amcrest is a little brighter, okay, in the same lighting situation. So both have their own unique ones. Now both of them have two microphones built in, but let's be honest, if you're going to do any good sound quality, you want to have a separate microphone like the one I have up here. But both work relatively well. Let me give you some more information. So all in all, both of them are very good webcams. But one, as you can see, the Airhug 13 nudged above the other one. Main difference was in color, in autofocus, in the ability to take the camera and move it from portrait to landscape mode by simply unclicking it from its mount and turning it another way. You can the Airhug 13 comes with, you can order it with a webcam light or fill light with multiple shades so that you can get a better lighting on your product. The other thing is the Airhug 13, I noticed I can use it as a product webcam because of the mount is mounted that I can flip it and face it downwards or on an angle. So if I'm doing a product review, or want to show something on a table, I can do that with that one. And again, the one I ordered, was $49, came with a tripod too, where the Amcrest did not. So what do you think? Which of these two webcams would you use? Let me know in the comments. Grandpa loves to read the comments. He does answer the comments. Which of these two did you use or have you tried? And which one did you like better? Again, like I said, both of them connect on USB 2.0. They seem to be not processor they don't put a lot of strain on the processor. I was able to run my Osbot 4K Meet and the Osbot 13 and the Amcrest 5 megapixel and a third product camera all at the same time without overloading the processing. So you can, by the way, if you're having a problem with that, check out my other videos. We do have a video on how to connect multiple cameras if you're having a situation like that. Also check out my other product reviews, my tech news. Grandpa always wants to hear from you in the comments. Please put comments. Which one did you like? Or did you happen to prefer the Osbot 4K, which I happen to be using right now? At any rate, whatever you're using, let me know. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. And until next time, Grandpa loves you.